Serious, bro. We talking about niggas knew Tax was going. T.I. called Av to come perform. You know the streets. Yo, son, he know the streets of New York who was strong, and it was the people that was with Av, which is me and my brother and them. Facts. I didn't go that night. My brother was supposed to be going to a boat ride. Av called him, yo, because niggas knew dude was gonna be in the building. It wasn't no bullshit. Niggas ain't running for no smoke. He saw him, and that's what happened. But he went there that night with all intent to hold his man.
You met Tax in jail too, right?
Yeah, I met Tax in jail.
And now the letter to Tax, everybody talking about that. Why is Tax so important to you?
Tax is important because he kind of one of the reasons why I kind of didn't want to be gangster no more. Like, he always used to tell me, stop going to these mixy places. Stop being around these mixy people. Like, if nobody trying to better you, stay away from them. Go here. Go by yourself. Go
Tax,
with your
my
lady.
brother, you should have took your own advice.
Right, I was going to say.
You, yes.
He ended up in a bad situation. So crazy?
The bad thing about that is why I'm really hurt is because I told him to come out with me that night.
Damn, Cass.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like I owe him the world, man, because he was arguing with me like, I don't do that outside, Dick. I don't do that. He wouldn't have been in this situation, I feel, if I'd have just been like, man, all right, you ain't got to come. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? He never went out.
What's up, y'all? King Blake back again. More content. Listen, man, I feel like this topic is long overdue, right? Taxstone has been tweeting a lot lately, right? The popular podcaster Taxstone, for those who are unfamiliar, real popular tax season podcast, started probably like 2015, reached its peak around 2016, 2017, when he was ultimately arrested, charged with, he got Fed charges. He's been fighting off, the murder of Banger, Troy's best friend, from that fateful night at Irving Plaza. Back it was like 2016 now. So he's been locked up since like January 2017, fighting this. He's pled guilty to the federal charges for the, having the gun. And right now he's, currently been for years. This has been a long time fighting his body. I know I've heard people say they fought a body for 2-3 years. We going on like, I want to say like 5 years maybe of him just fighting and dealing with this case. So recently, Banger's brother, Trife Gangster, he was on Clubhouse and was speaking about the case a little bit, and saying things about how Banger used to hold Troy Ave down and things like that. Tax took that clip from Clubhouse today and posted it, as you just heard, and he captioned it, pretty much making it sound as though he's the victim, and the way he posed it is like these guys was coming there to get at him. And he posted the clip of Casanova saying that he wasn't supposed to be there that night. Cass asked him to come out and all these other things. But it's not lining up to me, because it's like, why would you even speak on this, bro? Like, at the end of the day, I know it's been like 5 years he's been fighting this, but this is a murder case that you fight him. He's due to go back in court May 13th, May 20th, something like that. May 20th, I believe. And I don't know if they're going to finally start the trial, or they're going to continue to keep pushing it back. They've been doing this for months. So for him, I don't know if he's just, exhausted, if he's just, he might be losing it in there. He's not thinking properly, because everybody tell you, like, man, just be quiet. Don't try to win the public, vote and get the public on your side when you're dealing with a real case. You done sat there quietly all of this time, and I don't know. I don't understand what his motivations are for that. It's interesting to see that. It's really interesting to see that, because it's like, for the most part, he's been quiet about it. You know, Troy Ave has been running around here doing a lot more interviews over these last few months, calling him a rat. He's responded to that not too long ago. And so now he's responded to Trife lately, and this isn't the first time. You know, he said he neutralized Banger before this, and that kind of led to Trife then going on Clubhouse and speaking about it. That's what actually provoked him to speak on it. So it's just some interesting moves by Tax, because for me, during all of this time, I'm thinking he's positioning himself, you know, with his lawyer to try to, you know, keep pushing it back. Maybe you'll get a DA situation where they just want to get a conviction and get this done with it off the books. It's been 5 years already, and he could take a manslaughter or a lesser charge or something like that he copped to. This is what I'm initially thinking. But after these tweets today, it makes me feel as though maybe that's not the strategy. You know, maybe now he's just at a point where he just wants to try to win the court of public approval, court of public opinion. And, you know, when you fight in a body, man, I have no experience in it, but I would imagine I wouldn't have anything to say until it all plays out in court. This whole thing with Trife saying whatever he said, I don't think it could be used in court. You know, for Tax, which is probably why he just posted it. It's probably inadmissible. It's like hearsay or something like that, because it's like, you know, that's his opinion. You know, he didn't say, oh, we all had a meeting and this, that, and the third. We came together. It was like, tonight's the night we're going to beat up Taxstone. And even if Tax is a felon, he still has to prove why he was there with the gun in the first place. And then you have the numerous times where they have him on tape on his show or on different interviews saying how he would shoot Troy Ave. And, yo, man, it's crazy the amount of times he threatened him or said certain things towards Troy Ave that I'm sure they're probably going to try to use in this case, you know, to even further validate, like, yo, bro, you killed somebody. So this is just an interesting move by Tax. Maybe he's tired, man, of fighting all of this time. Maybe he's just not thinking properly, or maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. But interesting. That's all I can say, man. I keep saying that, I know y'all, but it's interesting, bro. But we're gonna continue to follow this, see how it plays out, because through these few years, I always keep checking on this case. I want to know how this is going to play out, man. You know, R.I.P. to Banger, and you know, that was a sad situation that night, and a few other people got hit. There was no cameras in that green room, so it's going to be interesting to see again how this plays out, and if Tax is going to cop to it. He already pled guilty to having possession of the gun, right? Federally. The feds are waiting to see how this whole thing works out with the state. The murder case is the state case, so the feds they already got his guilty plea logged in, and they haven't sentenced him yet. And that was probably like maybe 2 years ago now, maybe longer, since he pled guilty to the federal side of it, and now they just letting the state handle their business after COVID and all these other things. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens once it gets going. His attorney, black guy Kenneth Montgomery out of Brooklyn. So stay tuned, man. We're going to stay on top of this. Out of here. Like the video, comment. What's your thoughts about it, if you have any?